Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
This is Battle Report 333.
333.
Yes. The world ends when we get to 666.
I don't think we're going to make it.
Don't think so?
No.
You might be right. Orcs and Goblins versus the Vermin Swarm.
At Huzzah Habez.
Yes.
And the dancing rats with their eaten leaves.
Okay.
I don't know if they're eating those leaves or those leaves have some kind of plague on them or what we're trying to do here.
They're plague leaves.
Yeah, I guess so.
Same list I used last time. The big things, three catapults.
So freeze it if you want to
Three
study
catapult list.
Yes. Well, technically four.
Four if you include the web launcher.
Yeah.
It's not as good. It does dangerous terrain. It's sort of a hole.
It's better in certain situations.
Yes.
It's better because it costs 15 points.
Again, it costs 15 points, not 140.
Yeah.
Of course, that means you're shooting with the spider instead of fighting with it. But
yeah, because a spider can always fight every round.
Yes. Totemic summons, Chilling Howl, Waken the Beast, and Break the Spirit.
Okay.
It's very hard to get away from. The bottom three are almost always there. The question is whether you do Chilling Howl or Swarm of Insects, really.
Yep.
Is the question. Now, there are times you go away from the Totemic if you're playing somebody that you don't think it's going to come in handy. But it's hard. It's really hard for it not to.
It's hard because it's basically a fireball and a critter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
correct. So, Vermin Swarm, he's got a Vermin Demon.
Matt Damon's brother.
Yes.
Vermin.
He's got a Tyrant on a litter. He's got Heavy Armor, Death Cheater. Ends up with a 2-up, 4-up. Ends up being what his save is. Paired Weapon and Tail Weapon, so he ends up with like 7 Strength 5, AP 3 attacks.
So my question is, does the Tyrant have the Heavy Armor, or does the litter have the Heavy Armor? I just want to know.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Tyrant.
Chief?
He's got a Chief who's got a Vermin Hulk bodyguard. He's the BSB. He's got light armor, but he's got the Essence of Mithril, so it's a 2-up.
Okay.
He's got Paired Weapon and Tail Weapon. And he's got the Shield Breaker, AP 10. Only Strength 4 and can only wound on 3-ups. No better than 3-ups, but AP 10. And he's got a Lucky Charm. Why am I not seeing... this Tyrant's his caster. Never mind.
A Shamrock?
I was looking for a mage, and I didn't see one. 35 Vermin Guard, full command of the Endless Swarm. 46 Ratted Arms, Spear, full command, Banner of the Endless Swarm. 2 units of foot pads.
I'm noticing a pattern in banners.
Yeah. If you're going to have a lot of rats, that's the banner to have.
Yep.
7 Vermin Hulks to go with that BSB up there. 10 Plague Disciples. 2 units of 5 Gutter Blades. Ambushing and Scouting. And 3 weapon teams, all globe launchers. And an Abomination.
Okay.
Well, which really is an Abomination for 345 points.
This is only one of them.
Anyway. The rats are coming out with a new list soon.
It looks like it. They've had 13 updates.
Yeah.
Hopefully that means we're going to get the book soon.
Yeah. Anyway. We're playing map 1 again. Rolled up map 1, which is weird. Refused flank, and it doesn't look like the same map, though. Oh, it's the opposite side. I don't remember the water being there. Okay.
Opposite side.
Could be.
And the other one had ruins in the middle. Oh, wait.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, so refuse flank and secure target.
Okay.
So.
Are they both on the other side of the table?
I picked first, and I'm over here. I chose sides and dropped the first token.
And which one's yours?
I took this bottom left corner, and I put that token up on the top left.
Okay.
Because I know his units of 50 rats don't fit. His unit of 50 rats and his unit of 40 rats don't fit up there anywhere.
I think you'd want to fight those.
What's that? Well, I do want to fight them, and this pushes them in the middle.
Okay.
Where I can fight them, because he can't fit them on the left side of the woods. If he puts them in the woods, he's not steadfast. So, kind of limits where he's going to be going.
And he placed his behind the house?
What's that? And he placed his behind the house where he could hopefully defend it.
On his side.
Yep. Oh, actually, he ended up moving his. He hadn't placed his at that point because it has to be out of your
That's
deployment
what I thought. It's like,
So he put his right here.
thought I missed something. Okay. Okay.
Which, yeah, I guess he figured he was just going to push me off of it. Oh, this is secure target. We have to hold one of them.
Yeah.
Not King of the Hill. I'm thinking King of the Hill. Anyway, so he dropped to go first and did what you see up there.
Okay.
I placed what I have over here.
Okay.
He's got that lightning cannon, which I don't remember seeing on his list. That's the wrong list, isn't it?
Let's see an abomination.
Did we see? He's got 2 abominations.
He's got 2 abominations. Yep, that's the wrong list.
It's the wrong list because he doesn't have a vermin demon.
There's no vermin demon.
That's too bad. Okay, so he's got 2 abominations. He's got a plague catapult. He's got a lightning cannon. He's got 3 units of foot pads up there on the left in the woods. He does have 3 globe launchers.
Yes.
He does have the same tyrant on the litter on the unit on the left.
Okay.
Behind it, he's got 5 Jezzails.
Yep.
He's got 2 rat swarms in the back. And on the right, he has the bell.
Yeah.
He's got another abomination off there on the far right.
And some slaves
And
behind.
a unit of slaves.
Okay.
So, yeah, he sent me this list. I didn't import it. Maybe I'll add it to the notes. Let's go that route.
Okay.
So, and then I deploy, put my scouts over there.
Or not.
I'll forget it, I'm sure.
They're cheating no matter what because they're rats.
That's true. Deploy my spiders over there in the ruins. If he wants to shoot at them, he can at a -2. Not that concerned. So we're going to go to turn 1. Turn 1, he comes forward pretty quick because he wants to shoot at me. I deployed back more than 23, so he doesn't have valid targets with any of his globe launchers, but they can come forward and get ready for next time. His guy, the boar boys on the far left, that's the general's unit with the Ed Basher boar boys. They have the flaming standard, so you can see his abomination on the far left has pivoted about face and moved backwards. Wants no part of that flaming banner.
Okay. That makes sense.
And I don't blame him. So this is and now I guess we missed a turn. Didn't take very good photos on the first turn because I've already started moving. Spider's coming up here on the left. I'm on the far right.
So you try to hold back initially?
Yeah.
Just to try to shoot him some?
I wanted to hold back, and I'm trying to keep my Iron Orcs and
Cavalry.
the big boar boys over here.
Away from all the toxic
Keep
stuff.
the hill between me and him and the toxic stuff, which is what I'm doing.
Okay.
He I did forget to mention this. If you notice, his warp lightning cannon on the back is facing backwards. He rolled
for it.
He misfired on the first turn and followed it with a roll of a 2 and was gone for the game.
That's always nice when that happens.
Yeah, I was thrilled. Believe me, my spider is really thrilled with this. So then he did that. Okay. So catapults. First one fires, hits a bunch of rats, and does 4 wounds.
Okay.
Come on, really?
At least it hit.
Guess you do have that.
It could have misfired. What would you have preferred?
That's a good point. Another one hit and did a few more. 2 out of 4 are the ones hit. It's pretty much
Average.
what it is. Yep. And then on my turn, I cast a Totemic Summons up there on the top left. And I positioned him badly, but I placed him up there on the top left, and I used the breath weapon on the unit of foot pads and sent them running to where you see there.
Sent them scurrying.
I was not thinking at all because I could have easily placed him further back and sent this other unit of foot pads scurrying through the lightning cannon, the Jezzails, the rat swarm.
Yep.
I could have sent it all down that line probably. I just played that very badly. Not thrilled with that.
You put there hoping to draw his abomination.
And no matter where he is over there, I want his abomination to go at me.
Okay.
So it keeps tied up back there. Turn 2. That's how we start off. Yep, and the Wolf Riders managed to put a wound on that one globe launcher sitting out there outside the woods. Oops, what happened?
I don't know.
Something happened. There we go. And his abomination came after my totemic.
He did go after you. Okay.
Well, he can't can't leave me rolling around there.
Well, he can shoot you with all those Jezzails.
This thing, the other abomination rolled a 17 and ended up an inch short. An 18 would have put him on my spider.
That's a nice roll.
Yep. I don't like at all where he is right now.
So he wants to fight your spider.
Because I cannot get away from this thing. I think he kills my spider most of the time.
Well, all depends on how he rolls, but yeah.
I mean, he needs 4s to wound. 4s to hit, 4s to wound.
He's agility 4, I think.
He's fast. He's the same speed as me. Yep.
Okay, so yeah.
And I need
so
4.
So you getting the charge off is important.
Correct. So.
Not that you're likely to kill him, but.
Yeah. So there you go. You can see he tightened up his formation with the globe launchers. Came up around where he is. His slaves
have come around
turned
this way now?
Back around. I'm not sure. I think he was originally worried about something trying to work its way around the flank.
The spiders are deadly.
Well, their spiders aren't that deadly, but they do. they can take care of a catapult.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if I can jump into his short range so he can't shoot me.
Yep.
And the globe launcher on the far right, he does manage to fire, and he gets a -1. First he casts spells and gets a -1 toughness on my iron orcs, and the one on the far right shoots me and kills a couple.
That's no fun.
And then it turns out that he's Skaven, so what do Skaven do?
Vermin. Eat cheese?
They cheat.
Cheat?
They cheat.
Yes.
So, the one on the far right can see me, so it shoots at me. The one on the left can see me because it's beside a unit that can see me, so it can use that unit for its line of sight.
Oh, okay.
So it can see me, and they shoot over the hill and kill a bunch more. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with any of that. Whatever. All right.
Something's missing.
What shot the hell out of these guys?
There's like 4 guys. Jezzails? I don't know.
Trying to think of what would have shot the hell out of them.
Or did the other catapult see them?
I mean, they're there. You see them. Oh, the catapult.
On
Must
the
have
end?
been his catapult on the...
Or the other launcher?
His plague catapult, I believe.
Okay.
Because they're out of range of his global launchers. Must have been his plague catapult. Thumped me.
Yes.
Ugh, that's ugly.
I guess that's why.
Oh, that's why I took a picture of it.
The pictures are backwards. Okay.
Pictures are backwards.
Yeah.
Are they?
I don't know.
Don't know. Because... No. This was his catapult shot into my orcs.
Okay.
So I don't know what he did to my orcs.
All right.
My boar boys.
Something else.
Because he fired the big catapult at my orcs.
Okay.
And this was his to wound roll.
Yeah. All right.
So I was complaining about mine. This was worse. There's the one casualty from that.
Okay.
All right. Would have killed those guys all over the way over there. A spell?
All he had left is his Jezzails. What'd they do? A spell as Jezzails?
His Jezzails probably shot
Those are
at
the
me.
only things he's got I can see.
Yeah.
His
Must have been his
catapult is
Jezzails. Because I remember him taking a -1, a penalty for shooting over the other Jezzails and shooting through the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, through the footpads. Anyway, that must have been what it was. The spiders over there on the far right, of course, are cheering because they scared off the abomination.
Yes. And some slaves.
And some slaves. So the abomination comes in and kills my guy.
I'm shocked.
Shocker. But, it was free. Now I'm seeing the big flaw in my plan is, even though I'm tying him up fighting my totemics, he's not going any further back, and he's still pinning me because he can still come 18 back this way anytime he wants to.
Oh, he didn't kill your totemic.
He did kill it. Oh. I'm saying I'm keeping him pinned by going after him.
Oh, but I assume he's still. This is just a make-up photo with the arrows.
I backed up. Oh yeah, for the next turn, correct. So the next turn, the Wolf Riders are going to try for, I think it was a 10 to get to this thing. But if I can get to it, I'm in its flank. I can kill both of them. Is what I'm looking at here. Over here on the right, I decide to charge in with all 3 into the abomination. I will say, when I made this charge, I thought the orcs were in its front.
Okay.
But then after I looked at it, they turned out to be in its flank, which screws up my chariots because it pushes them all the way down.
Because you got to maximize.
Because I've got to maximize models in contact.
Maybe you should have checked that.
I should have checked that. And I thought I did, and I thought it was in the front, but I think I moved them and then put them back because, it's like, oh, he said, aren't you in the flank? And I'd already moved them at that point.
Okay.
This is what I believe happened.
Okay.
Anyway, so all three make it in. Surprisingly, the spider made it as well. The wolf riders failed, but look, there's another totemic.
A little farther back.
This time he's placed a little bit better because where I'm using the low one, so he has to be near the edge.
Right.
But he's placed there, so if he breathes on this unit, it goes through the other two.
Okay.
And out here through the center of the board.
Okay.
So I kind of learned my lesson after the first one. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but up on the top right, he caused 1 wound.
Okay.
With his breath weapon, which doesn't help me. They don't panic. They don't go anywhere.
They did not pass go. They did not collect $200.
I did get the big chilling howl off on this unit with the bell.
Okay.
Which means everything within 12 gets a -1 to wound, which is all 3 of his globe launchers and I think his Jezzails were the only thing out of the globe.
Okay.
Out of the bubble. Look at this. If you use enough dynamite, you can kill these things.
Yeah.
So I killed it. But I got a big problem. Catapults have also shot that unit of clan rats down to that 25 over there on the left. They've just been hammering it. The problem here I've got is what to do.
So you can pretty much only reform with the orcs.
Well, the chariots.
Looks like you can hit the spider if you run forward.
If I run forward, they can go through the spider, but they have to get far enough to get through all the way through it, which they're not going to. The chariots can try to get out of overrun, but
then they go into the ruins.
They're going into the ruin and blowing up. So the chariots are wider than they are deep.
Right.
So I managed to reform them like this. And then the orcs reform behind them. Since they started within an inch of each other, they can end up within an inch of each other.
Still flee, potentially.
Who?
The chariots.
They can, but they go off the board.
Oh, do they?
By the time they get through the orcs and the spider
there's
back
not
here.
enough space behind the spider.
Yeah, there's not enough space for them. So they're going to go off the board if they flee. So, got that going for us.
The spider just reformed that way.
Yeah, spider reforms this way because...
Looks like they can fit now.
So they might be able to. No, they can't because they're coming at an angle. They're going straight.
Depends how he charges you.
If you charge me with the big unit first, or that's the only one that can charge me. Anyway, and my idea here with the spider is if he comes in with that clan rat unit on the left and clips the corner, because what I'm expecting is the unit on the left charges the biggins. And the unit on the right with the bell charges in the chariots, overruns into the biggins.
Right.
And they both fight that fight. If my biggins can manage to hold, now the spider can come around to the left, pivot 90, and go into the clan rats. That's what I'm looking for with the spider positioning.
Okay.
And if he crushes my orcs and overruns into the flank of my spider, I'm stubborn.
Yeah. Or he might fall short also.
And he might fall short, and I'm stubborn. So anyway. So that's why the spider did that.
Okay.
And that's what we got. Like you said, the totemic's back there behind that tree. It didn't cause the panic I wanted it to. So we're going to go to turn 3. Turn 3, he's going to do exactly that. Both units are coming in. The way this worked out is he had 2 to my 1 in this fight on the orc fight.
Okay.
He's got 2 guys in. I've only got 1.
So you stood anyway.
With what?
The chariots.
The chariots were going to go off the board.
Yeah, but he may have failed his roll. He rolled low, right?
He could have failed roll, but anyway, chariots could have gone off would have gone off the board after I looked at it. So that emptied out the field. Of course, his rat swarms headed out to chaff up stuff,
Can they run through units like the other guys can? Okay.
The rat swarms are the ones that can.
Oh, I thought the giant rats did.
No, I don't think so.
I thought they did.
I thought it was just the rat swarms. Anyway, so his abomination goes after totemic number
Okay.
2. If I can keep him tied up the whole game in totemics,
He's trying to make a totemic collection in his belly.
So he killed the totemic.
Yep.
We go to this fight. The bell and this unit did 3 wounds to my chariots.
Wow.
3. So
you can't complain about that. Of course, he still has static combat res, but
yeah, he still has static combat, and because I ran from the fight, not from the charge. It's a different angle.
I thinking.
So he did 3 units to it.
Yeah.
And I taunted him so bad about the 3 units, he decided not to overrun.
Really?
And let the clan rats deal with it on their own.
Wow. Okay.
And in the fight, he shifted his general down to the corner. And to lay waste to my unit. He actually rolled fairly bad. I only killed 3. With my guys fighting back, I killed a couple and ended up standing.
Okay.
Did I stand? Or did I win?
I don't see orcs.
Oh, no. He broke me. I'm sorry. He broke me. Yeah, despite all that, he broke me. Anyway. I forgot about that. I'm bummed. That disappointed me. I was so happy there for a minute.
Yes, and
my memory was bad.
And your chariots are missing.
So my BSB went by the chariots.
So if he chased you, he caught your chariots, and he got a free reform?
Yeah, he chased me and ran to the chariots, got a free reform.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's bad. So, that's not good. None of that's any good. So, that's what we got. I was also hoping he would come forward with the bell to let my spiders get through up there. They could wreak havoc in that back
Yeah, it's so scary, yeah.
So this is what it looks like going to the bottom of the turn.
Okay.
The Iron Orcs charge one, the one on the far right. The globe launcher, it flees, so they redirect into the other one.
Okay.
I think it's fled as well. You can see it way back there. Both of them have fled.
Something shot off a whole bunch of your wolves.
The wolves got shot off by Jezzails.
Okay.
The wolves declared a charge on the last globe launcher. It fled.
Oh, the other one fled all the way to the back of the board. Wow.
Yeah. It was motivated.
He was motivated.
And then the boar boys charge into the flank of the rat swarms.
Okay.
Which is a bad deal for him. Because they've got a nice overrun.
So you think you're going to pop them and then smack into his...
If I don't pop them, I'll quit.
And smack into his abomination,
Yes,
and you're
correct.
counting on your general and all that stuff.
With my flaming banner, I wipe that abomination. In my opinion.
Okay.
So, pretty much all the charges fail in the center of the board because everyone fled from me.
Right.
Oh, and the spider down here on the bottom came into the clan rats.
Those clan. Okay.
The spider came into the clan rats.
Okay.
Don't know.
Some dice. Your spider's moving around the building.
Spider's moving around the. Oh, yeah.
Doing that sneaky spider thing.
The spider won the combat against his clan rats. He rolled a 2 to flee. First I rolled a 5 to pursue, and he's like, "Oh, well, maybe I'll get away," and rolled 2 snake eyes.
Okay.
So that's why that's.
And you're showing that he's boned.
Dead there, and then the boar boys have smashed the rats and overrun into the flank of the.
Did the rats kill the boar boy?
I think the woods killed the boar boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes more sense. Okay.
I believe it was the woods.
Okay.
My spiders have flipped around. Now they're going to come around to the side and try to, if that globe launcher keeps running.
No new totemic summons this turn.
I was disappointed.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to admit, I was very.
It was like you cast something on your OS scarification. Did you put break the spirit on his bell or something?
That's Chilling Howl.
Chilling Howl. Okay.
To give him the -1 to wound with his spells,
Okay.
And I'm not that worried about his shooting this turn.
Right.
But his spells will be -1 to wound as well.
Okay.
I like the higher version of that. So we go to turn 4. Turn 4, he figures the only way he can try to save the abomination is to swarm me.
With foot pads.
So the foot pad assault is on.
They are strength 3.
They are. And they've got a flank and a rear. That's plus. He's got a charge, a flank, a rank in the flank, and a rear and a rank in the rear. That's 6 combat res he's bringing into that fight.
That's true.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
And he's also allowing you to fight with your rear rank of boars.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 4 of them.
And he's not sending those guys to any of the objectives. Okay.
Well, they're heading in that direction.
Yeah. All right.
Once they kill those boar boys, there's an objective
That's
over there on
true.
the far
That's
left.
true. Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the center of the board, it looks like 2 of his plague globe launchers have rallied.
And he's brought the slaves up.
And the slaves are finally getting closer to the center. We fight this thing. We put 5 wounds on the abomination. That's just, this must be my general.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah. So we kill the abomination. We kill 4 more rats. The abomination goes nuts and kills 7 boar boys.
Okay.
Which is terrible. We do end up winning this fight by a couple, and they both break and run.
Okay.
And they head out. Even the ones up top, I believe, were steadfast. But steadfast 5 or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
They are.
General's on the side table.
It's not that good.
I'm sorry. General's dead, isn't he?
General is dead at this point. So back to my turn. The unit, the general's unit up top, charges the unit of foot pads up on the top of the board, pushes them off, redirects to the other to the Jezzails, and the Jezzails, I believe, fled from that. Yeah, they're not in that picture anymore. They fled. The Wolf Riders charged into this unit of foot pads. They're in the woods. And the spider just walked forward.
Stand and shoot it, and
He's standing shot. I
shooting
believe
in
he
woods.
shot one, and the woods got one.
okay, because you got a lot less guys.
Yeah, there's 2 there, and I'm not that confident about this fight anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
I was not that worried about it before, but now
At least he's going first.
not that thrilled. And there's the fleeing Jezzails up there.
Yep.
Yeah, we do the fight. He kills me. He kills 1.
Kills 1, but you're still there.
But we stick. I have the charge, and he killed 1. I think that was the extent of it. So we go to turn 5 for him. Turn 5, he's got a lot of stuff fleeing.
Yep.
He definitely doesn't want to charge the spider. The spider's wrecked a couple things so far. So he just kind of moves forward. And the globe launcher, the 2 globe launchers, there's one right up above the spider.
Okay.
The 2 globe launchers, one chaffs the spider and shoots the iron orcs. The other one just shoots the iron orcs. Between the 2 of them, they finish them off.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate. And I think that's the Jezzails continued to run. And they ran through my spider riders, I believe. And there's 2 left, if I'm not mistaken. I think he lost 1 going through there. Yep. And back to my turn. Back to my turn. So the last remaining boar boy is going to come forward, pivot, and go at that globe launcher.
The chaff one?
Yeah. And then the remaining wolf rider, he broke in the next round, I believe. I think I did a wound to him, and anyway, in his round, he broke from the spider. So the spider is going to declare charge at the other globe launcher. I really want to get rid of those stupid things.
Did you not? Maybe you teared off that guy?
What guy?
The chaff guy?
No, because I thought he was chaff.
Because he was the other guy that's running away. I think that's the one. I think we got the one that's now closer to your wolf rider.
Yeah,
it looks like he ran from your spider, and now you're charging him with your wolf.
Charging with the wolf. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And then the spider managed to redirect.
Yeah, it looks like you teared him off because it doesn't make any sense.
Have.
Like, why would you run after you chaffed up somebody? So yeah.
So the catapults, the 2 remaining catapults hit target and hit the slaves.
Okay.
Caused a panic check. They failed and disappear.
Okay.
Because they're slaves.
Killed a few of them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And the wolf charged and then lost.
Wolf charged and then lost.
Couldn't handle that big barrel.
It's really big.
Maybe they let him run inside.
It's all iron, and
It's
I think
so
I ran
big.
into it head first.
You know, loaded up with some extra ammo.
2 other things happened. The spiders charged into the catapult up top.
Oh, okay.
And Totemic Summon showed up and breathed and finished that unit of footpads that were out there in the center.
Okay. And your...
General failed and just walked through the woods.
All right. Are we missing a unit of footpads?
No, the Totemic got him.
Oh, okay.
The Totemic got him.
The footpads. I'm sorry.
The footpads. And then the spider fight, the spider just mauled that unit. He is steadfast, I think, and stood.
Okay.
So we go to turn 6. His 2 Jezzails rally.
Okay.
Yeah, he did stand.
And one of his mortars rallied?
One of his globe launcher didn't rally. It was still there.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't. I didn't make the charge on it.
And he decided he didn't like that
And,
cav?
Well, the other problem is that cav is my scoring unit over there by the token.
Ah.
So he takes off my scoring unit. My spider takes off his bell in the ensuing combat.
Okay.
The Totemic came up an inch short on the Jezzails up there on the top right.
Okay.
Spiders killed the plague launcher, plague catapult.
Or the cannon.
And then they charged the cannon.
Okay.
And they overran into the cannon.
Okay.
And I think this was and then on the bottom of 6, charged the cannon and got rid of it as well.
Okay. So.
And this is the catapult,
So the Jezzails
the bell is gone, the Jezzails are alive.
Okay.
With a Totemic an inch away from
and
them.
one mortar.
And
or
one
whatever
mortar.
it is.
And that's what he has.
With a wolf inside of it.
Well, he's got 2 mortars, one fleeing, but
But one's got a wolf inside of it.
one's got a what?
A wolf inside of it.
It can't fire.
Yeah.
It's got a wolf head stuck jammed
Exactly.
in it. He can't fire. But, and that's where it ends. Right there.
Okay.
So it ends up being a good major orc victory.
So
15-5.
did you get somebody within the other objective?
No.
So nobody got the objective.
Nobody got the objectives. So first problem on this thing is I either should have been clear about this charge or not made this.
Yeah.
With the orcs.
Right.
The chariots going in are fine. But the way I thought it was going to work is I thought the chariots were going to hit him in the flank and be able to overrun.
Sure.
And I thought these 2 were going to be sitting, the spider and the boar boys will be sitting there facing forward.
Right.
And I'm all good.
Yeah.
I should have clarified it.
Or just double checked it before you started moving.
So.
Yeah.
Or marked the unit before I moved it.
Yeah.
Any of those would have worked. Mm-hmm. The other thing I did that was really dumb is right here, and again, I'll go back to the same thing I said on the last battle report. One thing I'm known for is charging out of a unit.
Yep.
I have no idea why I didn't just charge the general out of this unit to do this and leave the last 2 models of the unit to turn around and go take the objective.
Yeah.
I can't figure out why I would have done this.
Bloodthirsty orc.
Bloodthirsty orcs. They were mad because they walked all the way around the corner.
Yep.
Anyway, so, but yeah, that's what it comes down to. That was dumb. Because I could have easily picked up that and then it would have been 18-2 instead of 15-5. So, anyway, that's what it is. But I did give them a good beating.
They're rats. They do deserve it.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, but they're not good eating. Too bony.
All right. That's going to do it.
Till next time.
Thanks for listening.